You're listening to the Monday Night Community Show with Daniel on BRFM.
This is the Daniel Monday Night Community Show on demand through YouTube. Thank you very much for choosing to listen to us through this method. If you'd like to keep up to date with when I add new interviews, then subscribe to this channel. So we're now going to be doing a follow-up interview, another one following on from the initial interview I did with Katie, talking all about Do Something Brilliant. We're talking to our next guest. Firstly, thank you very much for joining us. Would you be able to introduce yourself to our listeners?
Thank you, Daniel. My name's Luci Napleton. I'm a freelance community dance practitioner and I work sort of around Kent and Medway area.
Now, I know you firstly want to talk a little bit about the Medway Older People's Tea Dance, I think.
Yes, well, as a community dance practitioner, I know the value of dancing, the benefits it has on people. It's about bringing people together, so social interaction, but also the physical and mental benefits of dance. And I've worked with Medway Older People's Partnership, who've organised the tea dances, and I attended my first one where I was supporting and helping out at High Houstow, which is in the Hoo Peninsula in Medway.
Now, I know you next wanted to let our listeners know and also promote EDNA, I think.
Yes, EDNA stands for Energised Dance Nourish Art, and it was also my grandmother's name. And basically it's an innovative project which we launched in 2013, and we had a research team look at the benefits, the health and well-being benefits that dance and arts combined can have on older adults.
I also understand that you're working on a couple of other projects, so I was hoping you could tell our listeners a bit more about that.
Yes, well, EDNA isn't an organisation at the moment, so I'm working with individual artists and also arts organisations to try and design and develop other projects. And recently we've been working with a residential care home in Medway, and we would like to work with people living with dementia and their families and the people caring for them and the activities coordinators to develop dance movement and visual arts activities which are led by the participants.
Okay.
And we're also working in conversation at the moment with Icon Theatre, who are based in Medway, and we're looking at an intergenerational project, so that will be working with older adults in the community and also secondary school children, or young people, should I say. So we're looking at sort of developing that. And all of these projects we're having to apply for funding for. So we're keeping everything crossed that those will come to fruition. And yes, I'll be looking to sort of expand and do more EDNAs around Kent and Medway in the future.
I was hoping you could let our listeners perhaps know a little bit more about your background.
My background, I've been dancing since I was 3 years old, and I basically left school and decided that dance was an area that I wanted to become qualified and professional in. So I ended up at the University of Surrey and did a 4-year BA Honours Dance and Culture degree, and concentrated on community dance. So I've been teaching in the community for over 15 years, independently as a freelancer, but also working with charities, voluntary organisations and established charities in Kent mainly, and Medway. So that's my background. So I'm very passionate about a grassroots approach to developing projects where we do consultation and engagement with communities and see if there is an interest in dance movement and any art form, and then go from there, really.
Is there anything else you'd like to get over to our listeners, or just recap to our listeners from the areas we've covered?
I'd like to say that there are opportunities to volunteer, and anyone who is itching to get out into their community and do something, I know that Medway Older People's Partnership would be really grateful for any volunteers to help with their tea dances. It's a great way to meet people and make new friends. And also I hope there'll be opportunities with future EDNA projects where people can volunteer their time to support the project, and actually people living in their communities to come along and see if it's of interest. But over the years, and even myself, for my own health and well-being, I really highly recommend people give dancing a go, or any arts for that matter, because the benefits are just fantastic, and there's proof in the pudding through lots of research that's happening in Kent and Medway and all across the UK and even in Europe. So, get involved in arts. That would be my message.
Do you have any websites or contact details that you might want to give out where our listeners can find out more?
Absolutely. Please visit the EDNA website. It's www.ednasjourney.co.uk, and you can watch the films and also download the evaluation report, which shows all the significant research findings in the health and well-being benefits. So do take a look, and if you want any more information, you can always email me at lucy@ednasjourney.co.uk.
Well, Lucy, I'd like to thank you very much for telling the listeners all about those areas.
Thank you very much, Daniel.
Thank you.